Yeah.
Ugh, girl.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Very embarrassing. We're live, by the way. I'm gonna start the countdown.
Oh, well.
Hello, my beautiful stones and gems. I am your host, Miss Mama Medusa, and this is the Medusa Show. Hi. Real quick, let me do the intro real quick. Period. Okay, hello, my beautiful stones and gems. Welcome to my channel. I am your host, Ms. Mama Medusa, and this is the Medusa Show. And as you can see, we have a full guest panel. We have to the bottom, not the bottom, child. We have to the bottom. We have the lovely Darren Green. I'm so sorry.
Well, for lack of a better term.
And to the right, whatever, to the side, we have the lovely essence of it 7, and on top, to the top.
I'm topping these days. We topping over here. We is topping over here.
Just today, we have our El Teddy 27.
Well, why just today? Why can't be a top?
Today, girl, let me get some lip chat.
Girl, I need some lip gloss too. How y'all doing? Happy Monday, guys.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, guys.
Happy about right now, child. We is in hell.
Yeah, we can. Hey, sister. We can talk. Y'all, I'm live on YouTube. Please click the link in my bio and give this video a thumbs up. Hey, TJ, sister. Hey, everybody that's in the chat. Make sure you
Hey, DJ.
Okay, guys, we have a lot to talk about.
Also, I just want you to know TJ no longer belongs to y'all. She belongs to me. She's a part of mine.
TJ is my friend in real life, honey. She's my friend.
She doesn't belong to you anymore. TJ is my Miami sister.
All right.
We go back.
Hey, sis. Mm-hmm. All right. So we have a lot to talk about. First off, we have to say rest in peace to the GOAT. DJ Unk passed away, guys.
Wait. We want him to rest in peace, but we just throwing around goats like that.
He is a GOAT. He is a millennial treasure and a millennial icon.
No, he got that family picnic song.
Right, but I'm saying one song does not equate GOAT status. Let's be clear. Millennials have a whole lot of other people that have done the damn thing.
He changed the trajectory of like rap, like
He came around during the Crank That era. Like he came around during the Crank That era. Like Soulja Boy was already a thing.
He was one of the leading predecessors. Like he was one of the people who led the movement for dance in hip hop. And okay, listen, can you just stop? Rest in peace to DJ Unk. And that's it. I don't know if I have the clips. Did y'all hear that they were calling? We could move on to lighter stuff. Did y'all want to talk about DJ Akademicks?
Oh God.
We can talk about that damn shit.
I mean, let's just get it out the way. DJ Akademicks. Go ahead, Essence. I'm sorry.
Long story short, he needs to be in jail.
I'm kind of having trouble hearing you, Essence. Do you want to fix your ear?
Can you hear me now?
Do it again.
Can you hear me now?
Where's my thing? Oh no.
I mean, I can hear her. It's
not that loud.
No.
It's okay. I'm gonna play the clip and then we can get into it.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sure.
Flasher, honey.
I'm about to say,
not the Bikini Beans Flasher.
That was the wrong one. I can't find. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But y'all go ahead. What's going on with DJ?
To make a long fucking story short, he was on live on his stream, and he had this 15-year-old boy on his live or whatever, and he was asking him like a series of questions of like, oh, would you mess around with some other grown dude? I'm just censoring it because we don't want to. I don't want to say any words that's going to get this. So yeah, basically he just kept on asking it, and the boy was getting real. Yeah, basically he just kept on asking it. Oh, I'm reverbing. What's going on? So yeah, I mean he kept on asking those questions, and a lot of people were looking at it. A lot of other streamers was dragging him, saying that hey, like this is like not cool, and this is kind of weird, kind of like on the lines of grooming. Social media is calling for him to be canceled.
Nothing's gonna happen. I just feel like nothing's gonna happen.
I feel that I mean this is the same person that was on live when there was this girl violently,
Yes, I remember that.
And hearing her screaming and stuff, and it's just like no one cared and they just moved on. He's gonna always have those incel fans.
Yes. I think we started off on the wrong foot. How are we feeling because now that the orange man is in office?
Horrible.
Can y'all hear me now?
Better.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I really don't have a feeling. Because this ain't my fight.
Well, it's gonna be our fight now.
How is it not your fight? Wait, how does that work?
It's not my fight because the people he's mainly doing, like, the reason why they canceled made abortions illegal is because white women get the most abortions. The stuff that's happening now, yes, is going to affect some of us, and we are definitely going to be collateral damage. But the majority of the DEIs that have been being occupied, the percentage of Black people is only 4%.
That's not true. That's not true.
I don't know.
Because I study and I report on this and I do research. If you look at the things that have been affected, we have been disproportionately, overwhelmingly more affected by these executive orders, by all of these things that are going on. Yeah, these other people caused it, but the ones who, like always in the history of this horrible country, whenever something goes wrong, we have to bear the brunt of all of it. And so when you start to really unpack, like, and then I'm no plug on my channel, but we did that on my channel where we unpack all of these, executive orders and these things, some he can and cannot do. But if you look at who he's targeting, everything targets us. Like even if you look at how he's doing these immigration raids, let's be clear, the majority of the immigrants that he was talking about live in rural areas because they do jobs like farming or working at some manufacturing plant in a rural area. But he's not targeting the rural areas because that's where a lot of poor white people that voted for him live at. He's targeting all of the big cities where our Black people at, where it's majority Black people in positions of power down to those areas. He's targeting DEI people and Black people in the federal government. You know who hires and employs the most Black people in this country? The federal government. And you know who's now having to bear the brunt of all of this stuff because he want to get all us out and get all his people in? Us Black people. So while we're sitting on the sidelines saying, oh, that's not my problem, that's their problem, quietly it is becoming our problem. And by the time we figure it out, it's too late because it's already in 5th gear and we didn't really attack it when it was just in 1st gear. And that's my fear when I hear a lot of Black people say, and it's not targeted at you, Esther. This is just, I hear this all over the place where Black people say, well, this is not my fight. This ain't my problem. I'm going to let them deal with it. And it's going to hit us on our doorstep. And by the time it hits us at our doorstep, it's way too late.
Darren, what are your thoughts? You look like you have a lot to say.
I mean, that was a little loaded statement right there, Teddy. Okay. I think that I kind of get what Essence was talking about too, because it's just like when you think about it, in one thing that with this whole DEI situation, before he rolled back a lot of the initiatives and all this other stuff, like it still was uncommon for a black man with a degree to get a job, a higher paying entry level job. You're likely a person that's white with a record is still more likely to get a job entry level.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So I think it's going to get worse. I definitely because now they're rolling this stuff back, and now these other companies are jumping in and following suit and stuff like that. I don't think that but I also still kind of don't think that it's safe to say that it's not my fight, because at the end of the day we are going to get affected. I think everybody that's not a white man at this point will be affected.
I just I hear everybody's sides, and I think that like what Essence is trying to say is like we did our part, and like there's nothing else. Like it's above me now, and it's like yeah, like I on one hand, Teddy, I hear what you're saying, like well we got to keep doing this and we got to keep doing that, but like there are certain things where it's like okay, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm talking to my family and I'm like hey, so what we doing? Like we did our part, we voted, and now we are I can't live in a country like this. I'm sorry, I can't raise my kids in a country like this. So I'm looking to make exit strategies. I'm looking to I'm looking at resources, like who do I know outside the US that like I can like sit down for the next couple of years until this whole shit pans out.
I think that one of the things too, and I think that, and this is for I would say 90% of black people have never lived through Jim Crow era, right? And where we're going, all of us have to come to grips with. They're taking us back to the 40s and 50s of the Jim Crow era. We don't know what that feels like, looks like, or how to even grapple with that. And I'll talk about this more when we get to the Tabitha Brown situation. But the dangerous part about this is because everybody doesn't know how to grapple and deal with that. Nobody's looking back to see what our ancestors and forefathers did and how they got through it. We're just saying, oh, well, it's what, and our people who made it through that era did not behave and react to what was going on the same way that we did. And my thing is, I don't know how we think that we can go on and just act like it's 2025 when they really taking us back to 1945. Like we just can't act like it's, because they're really trying to take us back.
I mean, he's rolling back decades.
You have children, you have a child. That's scary for somebody who has a child. And for you, and for me and you, Darren, I just read something today. We're 7 days into this administration. Idaho already has a law filed today, headed for the Supreme Court to remove Obergefell, meaning no more marriage equality. It's already on its way there. I already know by the time we get to the midterms, there will be no more marriage equality.
And I'm not even, and that is something that I, that's something that I'm upset about.
No. My point wasn't to stop there. That's not the big picture.
Yeah. But what it was scaring me is they're trying to roll back.
They're trying to go back to sodomy laws and making it illegal to be gay. And so now, if you got too much of a limp in your wrist or you sashay a little too hard, you could be in legal jeopardy. You could be gay bashed. You could have all kinds of things happen to you.
And there's no protection
just for living.
Even when it comes to like
Darren, did you want to go? Go ahead.
When it comes to support and funding for medicine for people that have the HIV and AIDS, that's another thing that is actually they're talking about. Him pulling out trans. I just recently saw something. He's pulling out trans people that's in the army. They're also separating them.
That happened today.
Putting trans women outside of women prisons and putting them into the men prisons but it's not. It's so weird that he did that, and then they said, well, it's not the reverse. So like trans men are still going to be in men facilities. It's really ass backwards, and it's just like he's aimlessly just making these damn executive orders, and every day I'm just getting like really like nervous because I'm just like, is it going to be the executive order that's going to fuck with you? You get what I'm saying? Because it's been fucking with everybody else.
I did see that a federal judge did put a halt to him trying to end the birthright citizenship. So that definitely gave me like a little bit of hope. But for the most part, we told these motherfuckers not to put him back in office. And so Madison is doing a paper on why Trump shouldn't be president. And one thing she's adding in there is that they were out there marching for, the inaugural weekend. But the same people that's out there marching is the same people that put him back in office. And now that he's upholding everything that he said that he was going to do, now y'all are uproaring about it when this man warned y'all and told y'all ahead of time what the fuck he was about to do.
I'm reevaluating that whole goddamn election, and I don't care if it sounds like I got my damn tinfoil hat on. But when that man told y'all before that damn election that y'all don't need to vote for me,
yes,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like this wasn't.
He admitted that Elon Musk helped him. Like if it wasn't for you and how you.
And that's why I kind of feel like I kind of it's like what fight like what I mean I'm not telling people to just stand down. I'm not telling people to stand down now. I'm not saying that. But it is kind of just like this. At what point?
The House, the Senate.
At what point are we allowed to like? I don't know. I'm done fighting. I think I'm done fighting.
That's what I was saying.
I'm done fighting. I'm right now. I'm looking to my exit strategy to get the fuck out of here. That's my plan. That's my fight.
But my thing, more power to you.
And I know not everybody.
Don't go to Canada because he's trying to make Canada a state now.
I ain't going to Canada. Fuck Canada, cold ass Canada. I ain't going over there. It's boring as shit over there. But don't worry about where I'm going. Like
I'm just saying. Like I mean, other places in the world is not. I mean, they not is.
I get it. I get it. Listen, that's where I'm at with it though. I'm looking to start shipping barrels to where I'm going. But more power to everybody, But let's move on. So speaking of DEI, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. So Target announced that they are rolling back on DEI initiatives. And it caused an uproar. And Tabitha Brown released a statement, and she's getting some backlash for it. I'm gonna play some clips. It was a 10-minute video. I'm gonna play some of the clips, and we're gonna talk about it.
Hear me and hear me well. If we all decide to stop supporting said businesses and say, I can't buy nothing from there, even the businesses who were affected by the DEI ban, right? What that does is you take all our sales and they dwindle down. And then those companies get to say, oh, your products are not performing. And they can remove them from the shelves and then put their preferred businesses on the shelves. And then what happens to all the businesses who've worked so hard to get where they are? Then what happens, right? Now, I know that something that could solve it is ownership of these big corporations, right? It's a long way to go there. There are amazing companies like the Village Market in Atlanta.
A clip. Can I play the other clip before we?
Yeah, go ahead.
Huge partnership with Target. I sell my seasonings at Walmart. I do business all over, just like many other people. And what I can tell you is, if we all decide to boycott and be like, no, we're not spending no money at these organizations. Listen, I get it. And if that's how you feel, honey, I 1000% get it. But so many of us will be affected, and our sales drop, our business will be hurt. And if any of you know business, it doesn't just happen overnight where you can just go take all your stuff and pull it off the shelves. There's a process, and then you gotta, like, where you gonna put it? You gotta have a place to store it. That's money, right? You gotta have another place to sell it, which is almost impossible sometimes. And even if you sell online, it's a process when it comes to business. And everyone does not have the funds or the means or the availability, the space to house their own product.
It's giving me. You know. Medusa, I mean, you got the floor because this is your platform, honey.
Yeah, go ahead. I wasn't gonna go first, so go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Just my quick thoughts. I feel like people are just a little hypocritical when it comes down to people, expressing how they're like a bit. I don't think she was wrong for nothing that she said. I think she is saying, like, if you're going to boycott them, that's fine, but still support me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's just what anybody else would say. But people got their panties in a bunch when y'all still got, Teslas, y'all still wearing Skims. Lululemon has came out multiple times and said that he don't like black people wearing his shit, and y'all still putting that shit on. We know how Gucci treated us in the past. We know how Louis Vuitton used to keep us in, an actual zoo and feed our babies to alligators. And we know how racist Victoria's Secret is, yet people still support these businesses. We know what Starbucks did. We know Disney ain't, hurting. We know Netflix, even though they full of shit, they ain't hurting either because people still supporting it. But when it's a black woman, it's a black person saying, like, I understand where y'all coming from, but still support me. I don't think that's wrong. Y'all support the people that would never pour back into you. Why can't you support somebody that would actually pour into you?
Okay, can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is my issue with, and Tab. I mean, Essence, I agree with what you're saying, but I just don't think that that's like
for that situation.
Yeah, like right, like that's not what's happening right now. I see what you're saying though, but my issue one with Tabitha Brown. First of all, I agree. I don't think that Tabitha Brown is wrong for telling people like. Okay, the first issue that I have with Tabitha Brown, I have an issue with her coming to us and telling us, hey guys, just so you know, if you guys boycott these businesses, if you boycott Target, it's gonna affect black businesses. Like, we're fucking stupid and we don't know that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the purpose of a boycott. So I thought that was kind of like, yeah, we know that. We took that into consideration and we weighed our pros and cons, and that's something that we're okay. Like, we value the black dollar more than whatever. Like that's something that we knew. So I thought that was a little condescending. Like, just like, it's just stupid. Like, not condescending, but it was just like hollow points. It's like, yeah, that's the purpose of a boycott. So I thought that was weird. Second, Tabitha, like, be for real. Let's stop acting like you're so concerned about, like, oh, it's not my business, it's the other black businesses that are being affected. And
it's your business.
It's like that's what your issue is, your business, your bottom line. So don't try to like weaponize your likability to advocate for us to, like, weaponize for us to don't weaponize your likability to get us to support a racist ass brand or a brand that makes it clear a brand that makes it clear that they don't give a fuck about, that they don't value black dollars. Right. That's the second thing. And the third thing that I thought was just completely egregious was when she's saying, like, well, if you guys don't support our businesses, then Target's gonna take basically you blaming these
Target already said they taking it.
Thank you.
That was the whole point.
Blaming these potentially failed business endeavors on the black consumers, as opposed to Target, the person who took away the resources and the funds,
and said they don't want to do business with you. They said that.
That's why your shit is liable to getting discontinued, not because black people. And it's like, girl, let's not pretend like you said, Essence, Michael Kors and these Lululemons, it don't matter how much black people are spending. These racist ass companies still say, I don't want you niggas wearing it. So let's not pretend like us buying it and us supporting it and us show in the bottom line, and they don't care if they don't want niggas, if they don't want niggas in their shit, then They not gonna have niggas in their shit, period. And we not gonna act like Target is like easily accessible. Like them, bitch, you go to Target and you fuck around and spend $50. What? Okay, hold on, Teddy. I'm just saying we're not about to act like Target is like. I feel like Target is one. It's a certain type of status and salary that you got to be making to be a regular consumer at Target. And I know because I shop at Target, and I just started shopping at Target.
You're rich.
I ain't rich now. For real.
I love me a good Target.
All those aside, I just started. I just got into some new money. And
us poor folk, we can't shop there.
Target is expensive. I only shop at Target because I don't support Walmart. And so that's why for me, I don't support Walmart because it's fucking Walmart for a slew of reasons. So that's why for the Target boycott would affect me because I'm like, well, damn, where am I gonna go? Like, but anyway.
Look, at the end of the day, first of all, and I guess I'm the po folk here. I don't like Target. Target is expensive for no damn reason. I hate, and I said this on my podcast. Go ahead, check that out. Shameless plug. I just hate how they got their shit like their original products. Ugh, like they never have nothing. That's the problem. My whole thing with Tabitha, like they'll have, like, for example, and I talked about this on the show. They'll have a specific brand that I'm looking for that you can get anywhere else, like CVS, Walmart, whatever. You go to Target, it's a different brand, but it's kind of the same thing. Like they have like different stuff, and I'm just like, girl, you're trying
to good life or
trying to be fucking different, and it's just like, girl, no, I don't mess with Target. As for Tabitha, let me just bring her back into the fold here. I feel like, and I was riding the fence a little bit on the show, but I will say that she should have just said nothing.
What? Shut up.
She should have left it at that first video that she did when she was.
Mm-hmm.
You should have said nothing. Don't show your hand, girl. Because now you look a certain way. Because at the end of the day, like, people are gonna boycott this place because they're taking away the DEI initiatives. It's clearly saying that they don't want us shopping there. Right. I don't want to shop anywhere where I'm not wanted. Okay, let's be very clear. And you shouldn't want to.
I love me some Target. I ain't gonna lie.
You shouldn't want your products there. But see, I not a lot of. Let's be clear though. Target is a specific audience there. It's a specific shopper there. It's not a she.
Yeah,
she kind of went a little mainstream when she got to Target though, and it's not just black people buying her stuff. So at the end of the day, if they you get what I'm saying, they take it.
Mm-hmm.
I think
expensive. Yeah.
Target is very expensive. But I think that
I love me some Target, man.
Oh, Teddy, I'm Teddy trying to talk, Chad.
Well, I wanted to let everybody cook how they look. I want to give everybody their space. However, let me start by saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I read the comment? Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I just real quick. I just wrote while you cook. Denise jumped in. Shania jumped in and said, "Hey, it's been forever. Hey, Shania. Hey, it's been a long couple days, girl." Darina said Target is expensive. TJ said that Target gives me peace. What Targets are y'all going to?
Target is a pretty looking store. It's aesthetically pleasing. Yeah.
Walmart raises my blood pressure.
Yes.
Girl, I'm talking about Walmart over there, Al Hamilton, girl.
I will say Target has the best shopping carts on the planet. You feel like you're gliding on
on cloud. Pleasing, but like, the product.
Well, let me say this. Let me start by saying, because I'm about to cook for a little bit, because this hit a nerve for me. Mm-hmm. There were a lot of black people last June when Target reared its ugly head during Pride Month, when they this is before Biden was even out of the race. This was way back last Pride Month. When Pride Month came and Target reared its ugly head when it bent the knee to the right-wing MAGA nuts that were around there making videos, around there talking about they don't want to see no Pride Month stuff. They don't want no rainbows and all of this shit. And what did they do? They either took all of the Pride stuff off or put it in the darkest, most innermost recesses of the store where you could not even find it, and did not give a damn. Did not give one damn. And I think what happens, I say this all the time, the problem with a lot of marginalized groups is they don't care until it happens to them. We as Black people had to see the writings on the wall when they bit the knee for white ass, because it didn't even affect the Black gay community like that. That was the white ass LGBTQ plus community people that was up and set. And Target said, I don't give a damn. We will bend the knee to the goddamn conservatives. And that's what they did. And guess what the Black community did? That ain't my fight. Exactly what they're doing now. Oh, that ain't my fight. I ain't got to get in that. Now it's on our doorstep. And now everybody's up in arms when we could have been up in arms back then when we saw the train coming, and we really could have done something, because now they've already been shown that, oh, we could do it to the white gays. Oh, the Black people, not a lot of them shop over here anyway. So that don't mean a whole lot to us for us to say we're not going to hire that many Black businesses. All these small, you're not supporting small Black businesses. Target ain't doing that much goddamn business with small Black businesses. Let's be clear. You are talking about you. The other dangerous part about it is this, and I talked about this earlier when I talked about our forefathers living through Jim Crow. The way that Black people made it through Jim Crow, the slavery, the abolitionist movement, was we stood with community. And what I mean by that is this: people were willing to make a sacrifice. On my channel today, when we discussed this, I talked about the most famous boycott we can remember is Montgomery. There were Black businesses gravely affected by that boycott. Gravely affected. And they understood, you know what? We may have to take 5 steps backward in order to take 10 steps forward. And we had leaders in the various business, entertainment, arts, everywhere that were willing to do that back then. And now today, everybody on their own. Everybody, well, I got to worry about my dollar. I got to worry about the money coming in. That's why we got the shit with Snoop. We got the shit with Tabitha Brown, Nelly. Everybody out here, well, I just got to get my money, and y'all just got to get, and nobody's going to eat. And then what's going to happen to those same people, because it's coming, Tabitha Brown, they're going to throw your ass out. And then you're going to come back over here looking for us to surround you and wrap our hands around you and support you when you were not here for the community. You told the community, damn, what y'all going through, y'all need to just support me. But then when it happens to you, you're going to be looking for us to support you. Ma'am, you didn't have our back.
Well, I like to also add that Tabitha Brown was married to an LAPD officer for 20 plus years. So, and the only reason why, and we talked about this before, like, and I think that another thing, like, it's always like, oh, not too much on Tabitha, not too much on Tabitha. Tabitha Brown is not our aunt. Like, we're allowed to have just because I like Tabitha Brown, just because I like your products, and just because I like your platform, that doesn't mean that you're above critiques. That goes for Beyonce. That goes for anybody. That even goes for myself. That goes for even myself. Okay. What Tabitha Brown, I agree. She should have just kept it to herself. She should have just been quiet at best. If anything, she should have just been quiet. But I feel like at best, honestly, she should have just said, like, well, guys, if you guys want to not support Target, I get it. But here's what you can.
And if you want to really carry yourself like a businesswoman and a business CEO, if you about that life, oh, I'm businesswoman, I'm CEO, and all this, that, and the third. Guess what? I can't tell you what the face of any CEO looks like, because when all of this shit comes down, they make their money, they make the decision, and they keep it moving.
You keep it moving.
If you felt this way, because you're not just here's where this is what the real root of it is. Tabitha Brown knows her being at Target rests on the few Black people that go there buying those products. Because at the moment that our Black asses pull out, the few of us that do go there, guess what Target's going to say? Well, baby, it's been nice. Thank you for coming. Please drive safely.
That's not on us. That's
not right. They've already made it known that they don't want any business. They're looking for a reason. And so now, to me, this was her trying to save face, because I think there was a phone call that was had after that first video. That first video where she was quiet,
because that her tone changed.
One message, and then that next video, somebody down to, she a businesswoman, the corporate lawyers, the people got on the phone and said, hey, boo, you got to clean that up. Yeah. Good thing you ain't say nothing. I need you to go clean that up.
Yeah.
And I need you to go down and put on your Sambo slippers and do your Sambo routine and get them niggas to come back and support our store, because they listen to you.
Yeah,
that's what happened. That's how that went. And so many of our people sell our souls to the devil for some fuck shit. And that's what this is. That's what this looks like to me.
To me, I mean, it could have been that way. It could have been survival mode. It could have been like, you know, oh my goodness, I feel like my stuff is on the line now. They're doing all this stuff, but like, I think it comes off almost blaming us by making that comment saying that, oh well, if you don't come, if you guys boycott, then it affects the black businesses. And I feel like that's such like you're trying to put blame on us for not wanting to support a store that does not have our best interests. Like, girl, and knowing that they also came out with the statement that they're going to roll back with diversity within their products, so they're going to take it off the shelf anyway.
Okay.
So what is the goddamn point?
Bottom line, Tabitha, they about to get rid of you, and it ain't got nothing to do with us. It's above us at this point, and either you're gonna have to either get with the winning team,
make your little money you got to make.
Girl, she reminded me. She's
your money.
She reminded me of Trina. Remember when Trina, when they was doing all them riots back with the George Floyd, and Trina was ghetto ass monkeys over here just want to destroy shit. Like it was a nice version of that.
Anyways, let's move on. Did y'all see that sad ass video of Apple Watts?
Yeah, man.
No,
I saw the video. You got the video?
I do.
I don't know what I was putting people was I bully. Like, was people really scared of me or something? They got act hard. It's fine. That's fine. But it's like everybody knew I was drunk. They seen me leave. They see in the car park. I had somebody in my car, and they knew I was drunk. They let me leave, and I dropped her off. And she said she didn't want to get no confrontation with me, because the one thing about me, when I'm buzzed, if I feel you coming at me for anything, I'm going to go ham on you. It don't matter if you're my fan or not. I don't care. It is what it is. We can be fans tomorrow, we not be fans.
Let me just say this right now. You sat there and drunk your 1800 proof and got in your car and proceeded to drive. And what happened to you is what happened to you.
No, Darren, she even told us, well, people know when I get drunk like that, they can't talk to me. If they talk to me, I'm going to go off. The people already knew. They probably told you.
It's above me now. Go.
Oh.
You did this.
I do agree, though. I think that like two things can remain true at the same time. Like, ultimately, yes, it all goes down on you. But at the same time, it's like, no, sometimes some people enable bad behavior.
Yes.
And if you know that somebody is drunk.
But she said on the video, her friend was trying to talk to her and she didn't want no parts of it.
I'm just saying, it's like now you are a danger to society. Like if I see somebody is drunk, no, you ain't getting in your car. Like it's like, but I do understand when you are trying to stop someone who is drunk and they're very adamant about doing whatever the fuck they want, and now we about to get into a damn near physical altercation, because
that's my point.
Yes, I do see both sides.
Maybe I'm not fighting you.
But let me just say this. We know, but when it's other people, we know how to drag the shit out of them. I'm sorry, Karen. Come on. I think it's because Apple Watts,
she got to an accident.
It kind of messed her up a little bit. Karen got out of this, you know, she's still kind of good. You get what I'm saying?
Karen could have been like Apple Watch though, for real.
She could have, but my thing with Apple Watch is
the tune would have been different then, I guess.
When you out here damn near fighting people that ain't trying to do nothing but help you, and you say you always did that, them people probably got tired. They probably do you like this. Baby, you don't need to drive it. You start going on, okay, well, baby, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Because they done been through this over and over and over. And you just got what you had coming. You wanted it. Here you go.
I'm sorry, Essence, real quick. She said in the video, she was like, I drive drunk all the time. Exactly. Like, that's
I
what
drive drunk all the time. I can't stand people like that. I really can't.
Some people are like, they really believe that they're like the best drunk drivers, and there's really no convincing them. Go ahead, Essence. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I mean, as someone that went through something traumatic, y'all know I got shot 3 times. That's why I'm in a wheelchair. But as someone that went through something traumatic, I get where she's coming from. But also having a sister who actually acts like that and like prefers to drive drunk, it is also very hard to talk to that person because they get really, really aggressive. But I also, if I feel like we have a good relationship and I love you and I care about you, I'm not gonna let nobody get in the car looking like that. You can fight me, you can hate me, whatever, but you're not doing that shit around me. It's not even outside of if we even have a relationship. If I'm even going out with somebody and I know we're both tore up, I would never allow somebody to drive home tore up. Never. So like I feel like they done been enabling her behavior for so long, and now finally she has to face her consequences. And now it's like, oh well, let me blame everybody else. But while everybody else is at fault for enabling your shit, you are the main factor and cause of what the fuck happened to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This happened in 2022, and we have apps for that. They have apps that will drive you home in your own car.
TJ said God sat her ass down. TJ, you get on my nerves. Girl, bye. I ain't got time. You grown. Do what you gonna do. You got kids. Oh, prayers. Thank you, Xavier. Prayers for Apple Watch. Goodness, you guys are so fucking insensitive.
I'm insensitive, but you did this.
Yeah, I drive drunk all the time, girl.
That's just not. That's girl.
Let's move on.
Like flaunting it. That's you just throwing it in people's face, and that's just.
She wasn't saying it like that. I'm saying that she was saying that that's why she felt comfortable doing it, but that's not an excuse though. She wasn't saying like bragging about it.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm like Essence. If you do that all the time, you have had countless numbers of conversations with people. She even said that. And, you know, everybody isn't built to get in a whole physical altercation with you in order to stop you. Some people just like, listen, I don't have it to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And some people be driving drunk, though. Like, that's like their thing. Like, that's like.
And you got to. If her conversation didn't start off by saying this is all on me and not on my family and friends that, you know, may have tried to stop me in years past, maybe we having a different conversation and I'm going to feel bad for you. But you around here trying to make it like it's everybody else's fault and not your girl. I don't have nothing. I have nothing.
We got a hard stop. So can we talk about pregnant? The girls are pregnant. Everybody pregnant.
Who pregnant now?
This nobody knew. So Dream Doll is pregnant. Coil Ray is pregnant. And there's a video of Dream Doll at her baby shower alone. We're gonna play the clip and then we can talk about Coil Ray and But I got purpose when I brought you home. And you know I'm not there to tuck you in every day. I'm not far away. This is what I'm all inside. I pray I'm falling through. That you'll never have a broken heart. Though the world is cold, please remember who you are. And I pray that you'll never have a rainy day. And no matter what the people say.
Who's her baby daddy?
Thank you. So I'm sorry, real quick.
Wait, that's MJ?
Who?
No.
Is that MJ?
Who's Michael? Who's MJ?
No.
Kodak's baby mama.
No.
That's Dream Doll.
That look almost like her.
Yeah, you know they all
She's from Bad Girls Club.
aesthetic. Yeah, she is from Bad Girls. I thought you said baddies. But anyways, listen, my thing is, so this clip went viral of her at the baby shower alone with no baby father. And people were like, well, originally baby showers, the father never attended the baby shower, so I don't understand what the big deal is. And I think that's such a lowbrow statement. Like,
that's true though.
But it's so back then, women were like anything involving the baby was considered women's work. So changing diapers, cooking, cleaning, anything so that is why they weren't there, because they weren't thought that they were like needed to be there. Now, obviously, we have changed. Like times have changed. Women can work. Men are active fathers now. So I just think that it's I think it's inappropriate. I think it's kind of stupid that this conversation is being had. Like, no, the father should be there. What the fuck?
No? I mean, where do we draw the line? At one point, they didn't think that the women had anything to do with, the baby being here. They thought the women was just a vessel to hold the baby. Like, they thought it all came from the man. Like, where do we draw the line? You know what I'm saying? Like, these people want to hold on to some archaic rules when it benefits them and all types of stuff. It's just stupid.
Yeah. So
explain to me how women or babies benefit by the fathers not being present at the baby shower.
Well, here's the thing. I believe. Look, at this point, I've been to many baby showers. I've been in baby showers where the father was there, and I've been in some baby showers where the father was not there. Clearly he wasn't there. He probably didn't want to be there, and it's probably for the best that he wasn't there, because he would be acting like he does not want to be there. I mean, when I saw the video, I was just like, okay, like I don't really like. I don't see how this is such a big deal.
I've never been to a baby shower when the daddy wasn't there. I'm sorry.
No, I've been to a couple.
Oh, I've been to a bunch of them.
I have not.
I've been to more where the daddy wasn't there than it was the daddy there.
Half and half.
No, I'm sorry.
What I got to say is, I guess it's different for her because she is in the limelight, and maybe she does not want people in her business, and I honestly do understand that. I don't even think that celebrities should be posting their kids, let alone let their kids have Facebooks. I think everybody should be very private with their life, because people always have something negative to say. And I just feel like, one, the girl young. I think Dream Doll is like...
She's not that young.
26, 27.
Like, no,
I just feel like the average 26, 27-year-old is not
older,
thinking about getting married.
Older than 26, 27.
I mean, even then, everybody is not like rushing to get married. And I just feel like people put that high standard on them, like, oh, get married, get married, get married. Now she marry a man that's using her, abusing her, and treating her wrong, and they ain't shit with her. They ain't helping out with her child. But y'all told her to get married. Now she get married and she's unhappy. And what she do now? Because she's stuck in the marriage. So I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like the girl.
I mean, what if Dream Doll just wanted a child?
I never said it.
That's what I'm saying too. Like, what if she just wanted a baby? Like, what if she just wanted a baby just to have a baby? Like, everybody don't want to, get married, settle down.
People don't want the whole package.
Married because I never envisioned being married. I just was young and turned. I wasn't thinking about marriage. So I feel like everybody just think differently, and people like to push their perspective or their preferences on other people. And it's like, what if that girl don't want that?
Yeah.
I hear all that, but I just don't like that we try to normalize the father not. I did not know that it was normal or the norm for the baby father to not be at the baby shower, and I don't know
when they weren't there.
It's not normal. Abnormal is just the simple fact that that's the case with this situation.
But that's what I
felt like. Hold
on. I'm just saying.
I don't think she want anybody in her business.
I
don't blame her.
Well, then why would you have a big ass grandiose baby shower then if you didn't?
Dream Doll and people are going to take pictures on their phone and post it on social media.
No.
Yeah, like maybe she just did this for herself. Like, I don't think everything always has to be about a man.
Did she have a sperm donor? She could have. I don't know if she had a sperm donor. You know, do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Some people could have she could have just went to the sperm bank.
She could have said, "Baby, I want a baby. I don't need no daddy. I just want my child."
Or she fucked the nigga and had a child. What?
Yeah, like she can take care of the child by herself. She really don't need a daddy. Like, a daddy is but we don't know if the dad is actually active in the child life. We don't know what's going on outside of what we're seeing. Maybe she don't want nobody to know because of people being judgmental and always liking to pick shit apart.
Okay.
I don't know her.
And she don't say that man is not married.
It's saying the man is married now. I don't know. That's the only reason why I would drag her. Now, if you did mess with a married man, then all right now.
Well, you not gonna drag him?
I just think that it's just
you don't know who he is.
That part. Yeah, I'm reading the comments. Now I want some baby showers.
And I'm gonna say this. I've been to many baby showers where the dads don't come, and the dad is in the child's life, and they just don't come because that's just not their thing.
They don't want to be there. And
I've seen
no
more often than not. Them daddies do not. And I'm gonna tell as a man of a certain age, I'm a little older, I can throw that around. But but what I'm saying is, I would venture to tell you it's more common now than it used to be with dads being at baby showers. That was something like a bridal shower. Men don't go to bridal showers. You know what I'm saying? And it was the same all showers were for the women.
I don't like this narrative that like the baby shower, this is for women and it's women's business. It's like, I don't know. We had a child. This is for the child. And if you're the child's father, then you are involved. Like,
but why does he need to be there? The
baby's not here yet. The baby's not here.
The baby shower was about her and the baby.
It's not, to me, it's about celebrating the parents, celebrating I did not make this baby by myself. So it's like, I feel like for me, I just could not imagine. I'm sorry, I could not imagine me having a baby shower without my husband there, without my father being there. It just doesn't even make this. It's like what? Like
the few times that I have seen the father there, they may be the only man. A lot of times they might be the only man there. There might be maybe one other man there.
But my thing is, let me just say this because we know that. When niggas don't want to show up, want to be at events, they are the most insufferable people in the damn event. So it probably was for the best that he wasn't there.
Right, like I don't. And if he was to come there,
I've seen men not be there.
If he was to come there, if the baby daddy, which I wish mine was not there, and I had that baby shower 10 years ago. Okay, but if the baby daddy come, what in the exact fuck is he going to do if he not carrying the baby?
His side of the family and start the argument.
But it's usually at most baby showers, it's usually all the women. When you have a showers are usually designated for the women, and so you have and so a lot of times they'd be like, okay, I'm here. If he come, he might say, hey, y'all, we gonna take these quick pictures. All right, y'all go ahead and do it. I'll be, over here drinking or something.
Right. I wouldn't even say designated to the women. I'm just saying it happened how it happened. Sometimes the baby father's there, sometimes the baby father is not. Like it just so happens that in this situation, in this scenario, he was not there. I just don't know what the internet was so like gassed up.
Yeah, it wasn't a big. That wouldn't be a big deal for me.
It gave very slow news week.
I just don't like us. I just don't think that we. Never mind. I lost the dog in the fight. Let's move on. I just what did you
want to say about WAGS? I have. I watched the first 3 episodes.
That color is that show.
All I'm gonna say is my dog in the fight is that Kiana girl was not wrong. Jules should not have approached her and get in her face and introduce herself 2 times. That was already aggressive, and then you're touching me. How you know I want you to touch
Jules
me?
Is a problem though. Jules been a problem.
Calling her a bitch. First of all, she gave off the black girl. You know what I'm saying? Black girl energy. That is disgusting. And to ask a black woman what she does for her culture as if you are not trying to be like the blueprint, you gotta shut the fuck up talking to me.
And let's just be clear, I don't give a fuck how much black dick you ingest. That's not doing anything for their culture. I don't give a fuck how many mixed kids that you come out that rancid ass pussy. That's not doing anything for the black community. Okay, your biracial children. Does she even have kids?
I don't know, but I know Jules was being aggressive with her. She was putting her finger in her face. Jules started with the finger shit, and then she was calling her a bitch. I don't think
I'm sorry. Can I just say this? I blame LeBron James because allegedly he was the one that was fucking this bitch, and he's the reason why she's famous. Allegedly, yeah. They say that yes, Jules was one of LeBron James' jump offs.
But she's just as problematic as that raggedy bitch Sherelle. That bitch ain't shit.
And they
ain't never been shit. And I'm from Miami. I could tell you some Sherelle story. That bitch ain't shit.
So allegedly, they say that Yes Jules was LeBron James' assistant. And it's like, bitch, you don't know nothing about sports. You don't know nothing about sports management. What are you assisted him with? I guess, it's always a bad when you got a hoe. You're not a hoe, but like, it just... Anyways, so
she said she had an abortion by Kanye West. I saw that old video of her circulating around.
She said that?
Yeah. This is the girl that apparently Daniel Caesar got canceled for.
Yes, he did. Because she was like, is it okay for me to say niggas or something like that?
Yeah, she wanted to wear that shirt. Yes.
Yes, Jules was the woman in Terrence J. Carr in the accident.
So she gets around.
Well, let's not do that.
Yeah, she gets around.
She absolutely does. That bitch was scared to come out her house for several months while she was in Miami. Her and Sherelle, because bitches was gonna drag her.
That my hair is real just confirmed everything I felt from when she gave the energy from being in Kiana's face the first time. You know that saying that line right there is in the racist fucking handbook 101.
It's a microaggression. And it's just so funny. It's like you talk about your hair is real, but your skin tone isn't. Why is your skin tone? You got this black face on in your confessional. But hold on, is Sherelle and Ocho Cinco gay ass? Is he married? Are they married?
No.
Girl.
They've been engaged.
They're no longer together. They broke up.
Yeah.
They broke up before the marriage.
But why are they on the show together if they're not together?
The show was filmed a while ago. They broke up. When was that? Like November, December, or something like that?
She said that he got that shit, allegedly.
The what?
Which one?
I don't know.
She said, well, it's been well known down in Miami circles that he have the herpes.
Damn,
we have to say allegedly.
That's a pandemic.
That's allegedly. That's all allegedly. I don't, that's what the people
say. Evelyn Lozada, so that's why he ended up with her. So let's see who the next one is that he pop up with.
Well, who's the next one Sherelle's gonna pop up with? Because everybody she ends up with is only to help her career.
Like who she been with?
A lot of people you're gonna see if you're from Miami. A lot of people I can call them, but these are big people, business wise, corporate wise in Miami that have connections to drug kingpins and stuff like that. So everything that she has and she owns is because of somebody blowing her back out and beating her box in. And now I got to give her credit. She'll never do shit and not get nothing out of it. Every single thing that woman has done, there's been another, thing to help her get herself better. But let's be clear. She's always had an agenda.
Well, isn't that
always
a realistic talking point though, to say that everything that you got is through by way of sex? I feel like they say that about every woman, every successful woman, especially attractive sex.
Even if you go back to her, she talks about being a real estate agent now. Her whole real estate agency came because of somebody pulling strings even for her to get a real estate license. Even for her to get her real estate license, her getting money to even now, and I'm gonna just throw an allegedly on this, but I know people connected. And what happens is it ends up poorly and badly. And she goes on to the next one that she thinks can protect her and maybe a little more successful. And at one point, she ran into the wrong person and in the wrong circles. And so now there was about an 8-month period where she couldn't even leave the house. And that was when she started to get with Chad, and he would have people from around the way go and protect her and all kinds of stuff. There's a whole situation about Sherelle. I'll just put it like that.
I didn't know that the bitch was 37. She looked about 46.
Girl, you couldn't have told me she wasn't 45.
She looks a good 44.
That's a hard. You know who has a hard age number? That girl Ivory off of Baddies. She only 22. That's a hard 22, girl. You've been fighting all your life, literally.
Not all my life I had to fight.
She looks like she drinks battery acid.
Not battery acid.
We have to discuss this pipeline from reality star to real estate agent. Hello?
That means they don't have no job.
Thank you.
That's what that means. That means they ain't got no job nowhere in America.
Unless you are a real estate broker or you own your own.
That's like the gay guys who say they're stylists. Maybe you ain't got no job.
Unless you are a real estate broker or you own your own real estate company, you are not really bringing, like, real estate is not making money like that. And I just feel like real estate is like the quickest thing. Like, it's giving very much so. And I've said this before. It's like I'm not successful at whatever I went to school for is not making me no money. You know, it's just it's just a step above selling knives. Pretty much, it's just like
you better be knocking on people down. These good knives here.
It's not. It sounds nice, but it's just not legitimate. And it's just like, I'm sorry.
Got these good knives here.
When the girls be selling like I'm in real estate, I'm just like, oh, you ain't got no money. You broke.
No.
I mean, unless you out there really selling and not at them spots.
Right, unless you're unless you're selling in like Malibu or like, you know, but like
I got these good knives here.
But I be seeing them on Instagram, child. They be posting all the little houses that they be like, oh yeah, we're showing this house. I'm like, girl, anybody buying that shit.
Come on. And it's like,
I got these good knives there.
Don't even be done.
Good knives.
It don't even be. It be the worst representation of the house. I'm like, the basement not even done. The freaking toilet is not even installed in and shit. I'm like, girl, what are y'all doing?
I know so many.
And then got an office.
I know so many real estate agents who don't live off of the money that they make doing real estate. Like, they're living off of bartending and this and the third. Like, bitch, bartending is paying your bills, not real estate. Like,
I got these good knives here if you need them. Got these good, they're real sharp.
It's like the men who say that
that's shit, the new Forex. Oh, let me stop.
No, for real, because that's a scam.
Did y'all want to talk about Martin Luther King real quick before we close out?
How dare? How dare? No, well, actually, I mean, what part of Martin Luther? Because they're saying some stuff that's gonna come out now. Some stuff is about to come out.
What about him?
But we knew this about Martin Luther King. This is not a revelation here.
Orgies and stuff. I'm like, girl, orgies?
We knew these things. This was not a revelation.
Oh, I didn't know he was in orgies, but who cares?
They were calling, if you go back, they would call Coretta on the phone and tell her this, or purposely send people to her home. Black people, black women, or black men that she would, entertain to her home just to tell her that. Like, this was not a big secret.
Wait, he was
next thing they're gonna tell us Martin Luther King was a smoker.
Let me give y'all some context. Basically, Trump said, it all goes back to Trump again. He's going to declassify a lot of files that were on the line.
Oh, he already did.
Martin Luther King, Robert F. Kennedy, and
Senior, and JFK.
But Roland, which is he used to be on TV One. He did like that black news station. He said that they're going to come out with a statement saying that Martin Luther King was a cheater. He had orgies. He messed with, different variations of white women and stuff like that. They're going to basically like go after his character and basically like, fundamentally like ruin his whole legacy. That's the reason why Trump is declassifying documents from Martin Luther King.
Xavier said MLK being a freako ain't got nothing to do with me. Exactly.
I mean, it don't either. I'm just saying.
You cannot ruin the legacy of Martin. That, for example, like Malcolm X. Malcolm X is a great person. Him being a sex worker early in his life does not diminish who the fuck he was. Now the homophobes gonna be like, oh, I didn't know Malcolm was going down. Like, okay, you could be a homophobe.
He was going down like that.
What?
No, he was a male. In earlier his life, he got arrested for male prostitution. It was well known. In a lot of biographies, you'll see they talk about his early career. He was a sex worker for men.
Oh.
I don't know if I know that he was also running around with pimps too. So
I mean, it wasn't like he was only doing stuff with men. It was he worked in the sex industry. If that meant he had to sell himself to a man, he would. If he was a pimp, if he pimped out, it was a lot going on.
But gay for
diminish who he was.
Gay for pay does not necessarily mean that you're gay.
I didn't say the man was gay. I did not say the man was gay.
I just didn't know that he got into that. Man.
Yeah, allegedly, he was doing some shreds for a piece of change to make. ends meet. He was also like he was a hustler. So he was getting his hustle on, and that was one of his hustles allegedly.
Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he was fine. He was fine.
Fine as fuck.
It was. He sure was. My daddy was.
We all agree to that. Hey, Malcolm.
We sure could have got some.
This is why Tina Turner didn't like us, and this is why these celebrities don't talk to us, because the fact that Bernice literally asked these jigaboos to delete that photo of that dirty lady and her daddy, and then Carlos Miller, which is, I thought he was the funniest one, the last one remaining out of the 85 South show. He turned around and made another picture as if that shit was funny. The lady said, delete her fucking daddy picture. I don't understand what the backlash is about. And I Tokyo Tony big stink behind. I feel like whenever Tokyo Tony stand up, it just the back edge just stink. That's what it gives, just stink. I can smell her through the fucking phone. She talking about, girls not that serious. You talking about you run all these businesses and you married. I can't tell that you have business to manage or mind because you always in everybody else's business.
But that's just like they had that photo of Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. The Rosa Parks picture over a stripper bent over and Martin Luther King over some dude with the chain on, like he having drinks and smoking a blunt in the strip club.
I prefer MLK. He thick. He was thick.
I don't even like Malcolm.
I need y'all to side.
He was just hooking on the side. I agree. I don't think Malcolm was gay either. I think he was just doing a little something.
I don't know whether the man was or was not. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I wouldn't know. But what I'm saying is these things happen and it doesn't diminish who he was.
That's so crazy. And then they want to sit there and bash Bayard Rustin back then. Ooh.
They did.
They did. They see, I gotta know y'all history, y'all.
They did try to make Bayard Rustin seem like he was horrible because he was unapologetically gay. And yeah, I am. He's the one who organized the entire March on Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They had a movie about him with Coleman Domingo.
His fine ass too.
But he's the one who actually organized the March on Washington. No, not the Million Man Watch. We talk about the I Have a Dream speech, March on Washington. That A. Philip Randolph, he had worked for A. Philip Randolph, and A. Philip Randolph said, "I need you to do this." Yeah. And that's how.
And he worked directly with Martin, right? He work directly.
He worked with Martin until the black church and people started listening to politicians, and they tried to make Martin feel like he was gay. They tried to put stuff out there that Bayard Rustin was doing stuff with Martin Luther King because they were friends, and he was helping Martin Luther King organize marches and movement because that's what he did. He was an organizer, and they told Martin, "Yeah, you can't be." And so when the white people politicians started to put that out there, the black church came to Martin Luther King and said, "Yeah, you got to get him out your camp." And then they alienated Bayard Rustin and made him go away. This was back in the mid-50s when Martin Luther King first came on, and he learned how to organize marches from Bayard Rustin, and they threw him away until A. Philip Randolph came back and picked him back up and said,
we only a tool in this community, child.
Listen, okay, Tabitha. I'm sorry. I'm just. Oh, God. Anyways, girl, tell the girls where they can find you, child.
Find me at LTeddy27 on YouTube. I'll be live tomorrow at 5, doing what I do, making it happen. Spiking out and having laughs and fun and telling you about politics. There we go.
I am on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at the Essence of It 7.
All right. And it's your boy Darren Green at the Darren Green Show, child. We give you new episodes every Monday. Okay. Please, we just did an episode today. So check this out after you get done watching this live. Also follow me on TikTok at Darren Green TikTok. I just made it to 40K. I'm like, oh my God.
Period.
Period. Thank y'all. I needed.
I'm just trying to get 40 people in the chat. That's it. That's all. You have 40K.
Y'all know
on TikTok.
Y'all know where to find me at Medusa Show off on Instagram, YouTube, and at the Medusa Show on TikTok. I go live every Monday at 9:30, talking about celebrity gossip and reality shows. I'm also reviewing Love and Marriage Hip Hop. Love and Marriage Huntsville on Essence Pussy Face, child. I love it, Marriage Huntsville.
I do not watch some people, child.
Marriage. Oh God.
I watched Love It. I'm reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville on my channel. If you know, you know. Subscribe, y'all. I will see y'all next Monday at 9 o'clock. What is wrong with Love and Marriage?
I don't watch some people, child.
I don't either.
I love you. Bye, y'all. I love y'all. Good night.
Love you. Good night.
Make sure y'all give me a thumbs up, y'all. I need my likes. Bye, y'all.